All right, guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is Stella, and today I'm joined with wonderful, incredible, amazing editor Hayley.
Hi.
You have probably seen her on some of the movie reviews on the White Noise Reacts channel. She's super cool. She's been doing some super awesome stuff. And what are we watching today, Hayley?
Today we're watching The Corpse Bride.
Which you have seen.
Yes, I've already seen it, but it's definitely been like 10 years.
Oh, okay, cool. Because
Yeah.
I have not seen this. I think I've walked by while other people are watching this, but this will be my first time actually sitting down and watching the entire thing, which is very disappointing for me. I'm a big Halloween person, and I like all the Tim Burton movies that I've seen. I've seen, you know, I think most of the ones that people talk about, but this one just, for some reason, I never got around to watching, so I'm going to watch it today. Yeah. Do we have anything to say about the movie before we get into it? Anything you remember about the movie? Or if you remember what it's about? Because I don't. I assume it's about a dead bride.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I remember about it.
And I know that there are two girls. There's an alive bride and there's a
Yes.
dead bride. And so...
Yes. Love triangle?
Love triangle? Yeah. Ooh, question mark? And there's a little worm.
Oh my gosh.
These are all things that I've seen in like promotional imaging stuff. So.
I feel like you've unlocked a memory. I totally forgot about that worm.
The little worm, yeah. Again, I could be making stuff up. I can be pulling. I'm always wrong whenever I say, oh, I remember there being this. People have been like talking about it in the other videos. I'm very bad at remembering things. So
I think you're right about the worm though.
Good. At least I'm right about the worm. I don't think there's much more to say because we're both pretty much going into this pretty fresh. Maybe some like memories locked away that this will unlock. But if you would like to watch the full-length reaction to this, that'll be up on our Patreon, along with next week's reaction, which will be this movie right here. So if you want early access to that or full-length reaction to Corpse Bride, and you can watch along with us, head on over to Patreon. It really helps us out. We really appreciate it. And if you're new here, welcome. Yay. This is actually, I think, you know, one of the first full-length, this is the first full-length movie that I'm reacting to. Ever. So welcome.
Really?
I'm super excited. Yeah, this is the first full movie that I'm doing for the channel, which is super exciting. But yeah, if you're new here, welcome. We hope you enjoy your stay. We love to have you. And I think without further ado, let us get into The Corpse Bride. Spooky. Am I the only person? I think Harry Potter has forever ruined the Warner Bros. Logo for me because I just go, it's Harry Potter every time I see the Warner Bros. Logo.
Yeah, you know, I think that's fair.
Johnny Depp.
Of course.
He's
He's got to be in every him and Helen Bonham Carter, every
oh my gosh, King
Tim
and
Burton
Queen,
movie.
iconic. And Emily Watson, who is not Emma Watson. Because I
Yes.
remember I was looking through the cast of this and I was like, that's not who I thought it was.
Yeah, she's a different person.
I mean, it's a very common last name.
Is it? I've never
Christopher
met anybody.
Lee is in this. I've met some Watsons, but Christopher Lee, gosh, what an icon. And Christopher Lee was also in Tim Burton's really creepy
Willy Wonka?
Charlie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He was so good in that. What a weird character though.
I always remember him from Star Wars.
I know.
Personally.
Count Dooku is iconic.
Yes.
Richard E. Grant's in this too. Sorry, I'm just like fawning over the cast.
No, that is A-okay. Honestly, this is better because I feel like James doesn't really know actors that much.
Does he not? Ooh. I'm better than James in one way. But you know what they probably do know a lot more about? James and Nigel Brush, they can tell you all the animation stuff. I'm looking at this and I'm like, how on earth did they do this butterfly? Is it made of paper?
It looks cool.
It's so cool.
Stop motion. It's like,
It
seems
seems
so hard.
Painstaking. Like, and you watch, I think I was watching the behind the scenes for Kubo and the Two Strings, and that blew my mind just how much time they put into it. Gotta love that old fashioned fish cart. Gotta need a fish cart.
It's almost black and white, which is really
I know,
interesting.
it's so desaturated. Oh, it's a musical.
I think I remember it was a musical.
Ooh, I hate those fox scarves. Those creep me out. Are these the parents of whoever's getting married?
I'm
assuming our main characters are getting
their
married.
son is getting married.
Okay,
this
so
guy
these
is
are-
so shady.
Oh, he really is. He's got such a grimace on his face.
He's just like standing
this
there
is-
watching.
Mom and pop of the groom.
It's not me, it's my
Oh, no.
Mrs. Cole. Where is Victor?
She too thick. Sorry, I had to say it. I'm sorry.
It's a terrible
Oh.
day for a wedding.
Okay,
It's a sad
so these are father and mother of the bride, and they don't like the other family.
I love the character design.
This is the kind of stuff that as a kid creeped me out so much. I hated character designs like this, but I look at them now and I'm like, it's so creative and it's easily recognizable, which I think is one of the coolest things you can do with your movies. You know. Ooh. Oh, I hated that so much. That's such a creepy
cool
baby.
transition.
It was a really cool transition. It reminds me of those optical illusion pictures that it's like, oh, it's one thing one way, one thing the other way.
Our daughter with the face of an altar in disgrace.
What?
She's beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
She doesn't look a thing like either of her parents.
No, not at all. And I'm sure the husband doesn't either.
What if Victor and I don't like each other?
Oh, this is their first time meeting? Oh,
That's
okay.
really
I was
sad.
unaware of that. That is really depressing.
Arranged marriage.
I've never even spoken to her.
Well, at least we have that in our favour.
Oh no.
Dang.
Family trauma. This house
Also,
looks
sorry.
so cold. Yeah, you go ahead.
Are their names Victor and Victoria?
Yes, they are. Huh. All right.
Interesting.
Everything must be perfect.
I like the way that he walks.
Me too. Like this little sway.
He's like-
something is telling me, correct me if I'm wrong, that everything is not going to be perfect, actually.
I think
I'm just
you
getting
might be
that
right. I wonder if they smell like fish.
I wonder how far he can smell. Sorry.
Yes, I must say, you don't look a day over 20.
Oh my gosh, his little Hershey Kiss hair.
Oh man.
Honestly, sometimes it'd be like that. So if they've never met, and if these two families are from like drastically different, neighborhoods and like classes, how did this get arranged?
I think they have money. Like Victor's family has money, but Victoria's family has like prestige. So they're having to marry down for more money.
Okay. So it's a bit of a win-win, but also a lose-lose. Piano. So that is the one thing I know about this movie. I know how to play. I've played the duet from this movie before. So if you get this video to a certain number of likes, maybe we see that. No, I'm kidding. But I really like the piano elements in this. And as far as I know, they're all animated correctly.
Oh,
I can
that's how you
kind
know
of
they
fact check, right? That's how you know they did their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know this.
Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, at least these two people who are getting married seem relatively normal and okay.
I know, they seem pretty nice. I actually thought she was the villain. I could be completely wrong. She seems lovely.
Maybe she'll be a twist villain.
Maybe. Look how nice. And she's like actually listening too. I doubt it. Hip, hip. I love how she's just like bobbing into frame.
Play beautifully. Mother won't let me near the piano.
Why?
Music is improper for a young lady.
Excuse me.
What?
That's not even like historically accurate. That was like one of
No,
the number one
like-
things that young women would learn to do is play the pianoforte.
Tomorrow we are to be.
Oh my gosh. This is actually really cute.
This is adorable, but also really sad.
I know.
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I feel like I relate to Victor, always knocking things over.
That is pretty relatable.
What impropriety is this?
Oh my gosh.
They were standing together.
Pastor Goldswells is waiting.
Not Pastor Galswalls. These are the most proper, prim and proper names I think I've ever heard.
Again,
3 hours.
this cup
That
will never empty.
hat, and that chin, and that nose, and that cane, and that
And the
scarf
love I
thingy.
will
Peak
light
character
your way.
design, I'm telling you.
It's iconic.
That is so fun.
He's got to be like 12 feet tall.
Everybody has like a giant hunchback, I feel like.
This candle.
Okay, low key though, they do this thing at like baptisms and a bunch of different, ceremonies and weddings and all sorts of stuff. The candles never light properly. I've never seen the candles light the right way. They never do. I think we need to do away with the whole candle
This
thing.
candle.
Get electric candles that you can like click on and off.
Continue.
Exactly, those little like flicker ones. Tea lights. Barkus Bitten? I can't even say that name.
Bitterin?
I haven't
Oh.
a head for days.
I'm gonna guess that he's the villain.
He might be. You might be right.
Is he from your side of the family?
I can't recall.
Oh no. Why is he here then? Oh gosh, there it goes.
Dropping the ring.
Drop the rings.
I feel like so many people have dropped rings on their wedding day.
I know. Especially when they have like a young kid be like the ring bearer. That's a thing people do at weddings. I don't know. I haven't been to a lot of weddings. Low key, this is where you run away. This is where you're like, get out of the marriage.
Well, maybe this is why we have a rehearsal. Maybe this is good
Yeah.
luck. The rehearsal goes terrible, so the wedding will be great.
Are we sure pouring alcohol on fire works that way?
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure wine is flammable.
Young man, learn your vows.
He's quite the catch, isn't he?
Oh, shut up.
Excuse me,
Your chin
sir.
takes up half your face, so there.
Oh no. Did he keep the flowers?
He did.
She must think I'm such a fool.
No.
Rehearsal in ruins as now the boy causes chaos.
Gosh, does this town have nothing better to do?
He only talks about the town gossip. No news, just gossip.
And only just for these families. There's got to be other gossip.
I don't know, maybe if it's a small town, a wedding,
I guess.
it's big news.
Hey, hold up. Before you go anywhere, you should go check out our merch store. We just relaunched it. We have tons of cool designs, and we have a special 100K subs limited edition clothing line. It's going to be gone by the end of October. So feel free to go check it out. We're super, super proud of it. Now, back to the video.
With this hand, I will cup your... Oh, goodness, no.
Oh, excuse me?
Maybe no cupping should be happening.
That's a suspicious amount of crows.
That feels like omen upon omen.
Oh.
Oh, it's no use. Your cup will never empty, for I will be your wine.
That's pretty good.
I ask you...
Oh, that is... No, honey, that's a
be
hand.
mine.
That
Honey,
is a
that's
hand.
That is not a... Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, baby, no. That's fully a hand. I hate that.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, this would have been it for me. If I'd seen this as a kid, movie done.
Ooh, gosh.
She's an icon. She is the moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, her.
I do.
That's really bad.
I'm so confused. Did he just accidentally propose
I think
to
he
her?
was set his vows and put a ring on her finger and she said, I do.
You totally escaped. 100%. She's definitely not gonna appear right behind you or
Right
something.
behind you.
Bump. There we go.
Gosh, she's scary.
I kind of like her. She's kind of relatable. The fact that she's just staring.
You may kiss the bride.
Ooh, maybe not. Ooh.
A new arrival.
Wait, there's
Oh.
more skeletons? So is this like
It's
land
like
of
the
the
underworld
dead?
or something?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Same.
My name is Paul.
Oh
I am
no! His bow tie is little beetles.
Paul.
wedding feast.
No offense. There's the worm.
Why is he in
There
her
was a
eye?
worm. He is in her eye, but you know what? Nobody's perfect.
Where am I? Who are you?
That's kind of a long story.
Yeah, you wouldn't think to tell him that before you try to kiss him.
And a murder most foul.
Ooh.
Gonna be good.
Oh, we get another song.
Hit it, boys.
Yes, and this one's gonna be real jazzy.
Skeleton jazz. Wait, this is actually really cool.
Absolutely. Why aren't these songs played around Halloween? We're always playing like the Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack. What about these ones?
I think people are sleeping on this movie.
I think they're sleeping on the soundtrack for real. Oh my gosh, the scat.
Bone Jangles is what the subtitles just said.
Yes,
is that his
I think
name?
that's got to be the one with the eye.
That's a fabulous name.
I love the lighting for this. This is
And like the totally black background.
such a weird music video type thing going on. Did he stand her up?
That is so upsetting.
Oh no. This is still a jam, but legitimately
Sad.
really upsetting.
Yeah.
If she's so desperate for a husband, is it possible she can just marry one of them skeletons? I'm sure there's a lovely skeleton
One of those-
bachelor.
Lord Barkis.
Why is he here?
Yeah, we don't even know him. We can't even remember if he's part of the family or not.
Sir, who are you? He brought in this guy.
Oh my gosh, you're indoors, buddy.
Mystery woman. Now the weather.
Okay, so he does do news. It's just the gossip's part of the news.
We are one groom short for the wedding tomorrow.
I wonder who will step in and volunteer to be married to the beautiful young maiden.
Interesting.
Victor, darling, where are you?
So what is her name, this corpse bride? Have we learned her name yet?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's Emily. I know that.
Emily.
I know that from Al. They haven't said it in the movie yet, but her name is Emily for sure. Because I've
Okay.
seen people do cosplays of her.
Oh, secondhand shop. That's cute.
Oh no, Vampire Alley.
Victor?
I can't believe that worked. That looks like a smooth wall. How are you climbing
I
that?
know. There were like no hand divots or nothing.
Could have used the stairs, silly.
Oh,
Like she's not so scary, but are we surprised that he's terrified?
I really need to get home.
This is your home now.
Oh, she doesn't even want to go back with him. Like she wants him to stay forever.
It's Emily. I have something for you.
A present?
It's a wedding present.
How did she get a present so fast?
I don't know. I wonder if she's been preparing this for a long time.
Could be.
Oh no. No. What is it?
Thank you.
Oh, all right.
bone?
That's not so. Oh. Is it a puppy?
Oh, that's really cute.
He's kind of scary, but in a really cute way. He's got like a crocodile face. Oh, he's a sweetheart.
Scraps?
This is his
This
dog?
is his dog.
Like his dog that died? Oh no!
That is so sad and cute at the same time.
I was gonna say, this entire movie so far has been like sad but cute but spooky. Oh, that's
Okay,
really
so
sweet.
The present was specific to him.
Okay, so she had, then
I guess while he was passed out, she had to like find him a present.
yeah, something like that. She's quick. She's good at this getting married stuff.
Mother never approved of Scraps jumping up like this.
Well, your mom is a poo-poo head.
Do you think she would have approved of me?
You're dead, so probably not.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say no.
Elder good-necked.
Not elder. What was it? I already forgot.
It's just not natural.
Please, Elder good-necked.
Then how was she in the land of how is she in the land of the living then?
Was that where her corpse was buried?
I guess, but then how would everybody?
I was gonna say, how does she even hear him?
How does she
saying
know
the
everybody
vows?
then?
How does she reanimate her dead corpse?
What is the lore?
Yeah, how does the afterlife work here?
A Ukrainian haunting spell.
So glad you thought of this.
Me too.
Uh-oh.
I don't think this is gonna go well.
I doubt it. I also don't think haunting was what he had in mind when he said, let's go talk to my parents.
He just shows up to his parents. Ooh, hello. Spooky. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. The bubbling.
I know the bubbling and the smoke is really cool.
Now then.
He was just mixing himself a cocktail, man. No, poor little bear.
Oh, okay, just an egg.
I highly doubt that crow's eggs are that big.
You don't think they're as big as the birds themselves?
Oh, totally.
Hopscotch.
Oh, that's
Whoa,
a really
that's
cool
cool.
effect as well.
I spent so long in the darkness. I'd almost forgotten how beautiful.
You were just here. Girl, what are you talking about? You were here like 2.5 seconds ago chasing him around the woods.
You're so right. I was about to be like, aw, but no, you're right.
The way she fell cracked me up. That was so well done because of the fact that it was happening like in the background while the camera's focused on Victor. My favorite kind of jokes are the ones that happen right in the background as you're supposed to be focusing on the main character.
Stay right here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I don't think he can do that. He's got too good of a heart. No, maybe he can. I was wrong. I misjudged him. Just because she was already abandoned in the woods once, waiting for her other groom to be.
Yikes, that is, wow, ouch.
Strangle him with my bare hands.
Your hands are too fat. You'll have to use a rope.
Oh, wow. What are we, we're gonna hang him? Oh my gosh.
Everybody here is like
it was
very
a lot darker
violent.
than I expected. Yeah, it's very dark. I think this is something that people in the comments can tell us. I think that this worm is modeled after like an actor from old movies.
Really?
And I could be making that up, but I think he's modeled after like an actor from old movies who would always play like an evil henchman character. I could be wrong though.
He's going to see Victoria. Wait, this is kind of cute and sad. This whole movie's cute and sad.
Yeah, I didn't want there to be a love triangle. Like I didn't want Victoria to die, but a love triangle also kind of hurts.
That's definitely what this is going to be. He left her in the woods to go see another woman.
I know. Oh, she's gonna know for sure. She's gonna
yeah.
get suspicious and come find out 100%.
Where have you been? Are you all right?
Oh dear.
Yeah, how do you explain this?
I don't know.
I confess, this morning I was terrified of marriage.
But then the
meeting
funniest
you,
thing
I felt
happened.
I should be with you always.
Wait, this is so cute.
Victor, I feel the same.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Look at her go.
Oh no!
This looks so bad.
Oh
Who is she? I'm his wife.
She's dead. Look.
That doesn't explain anything.
no! Oh
Oh my gosh.
You lied to me.
He.
Just to get back to that other woman.
Yeah, he did. Okay, you're right. He did lie to you.
You're the other woman.
Oh no.
No, you're married to me.
Oh, he didn't get get a choice, honey.
I feel like he really needs to explain himself.
I know, but I'm sure he's never gotten a chance to speak up for himself with his parents, so he's not used to communicating like that.
I mean, you're dead.
You should have thought about that before you asked me to marry you.
He
Why can't you understand? It was a
didn't.
mistake. I would never
It was
marry you.
literally...
I just hit my microphone with shock. No.
Okay,
I
he
know what
really
he
could be
meant.
wording things so much better.
Yeah, communication is not his strong suit.
Definitely not.
Oh my gosh, she's just leaving.
I do feel bad for her because she,
I guess she died, and then when
Somebody
she
broke her heart
found herself
and-
in the underworld, this became her one goal, right?
Those girls are 10 a penny. You've got so much more.
This is like me hyping up my friends after a breakup.
like, listen, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Okay, well, I wouldn't... Telling someone they have a wonderful personality, I think, is pretty
Kind of a
pretty
backhanded
telling.
compliment
Yeah.
nowadays.
Oh, we got another song. Everyone needs friends like these, man. A maggot and a spider. I was gonna say that I hadn't really recognized Helena Bonham Carter's voice up until this point, like in the speaking, but in the singing, it's so her. How long do we think it's been since she died? 'Cause
Well, I assume not too long because she's not quite as
Yeah.
decomposed as
It's
some of the
just
other
her
people.
arm.
Yeah.
I have a theory that I'm pretty sure is right, but I also don't want to say because I feel like it ruins the fun of the movie.
Okay.
Victor is married to a dead woman. I saw her.
Oh,
A corpse.
Victoria's hair is starting to come a little like...
I know, she's losing a little bit.
We have to help him. The scoundrel.
Yeah, she's not angry though. That's what I was gonna say because you were like, oh, maybe she turns evil. I think
No,
she's
I think
good.
she's concerned.
She's completely mad.
She's just a lovely lady.
Oh, I like the rain outside.
I was gonna say that rainy window is so lovely.
Girl, oh no.
I will give her that she is determined, but that doesn't go all the way down, sweetheart.
What a heaven's name.
Oh, is she going to the priest? Oh, I don't know what he's gonna do. I like that his nightcap is
Miss
just as
Everglot.
long as his like
What are you doing here?
big hat.
It's just not
but
tall,
it's
it's-
like droopier.
He has a corpse bride.
Roll
There must be
credits.
some way to undo what's been
I feel
done.
like the fact that he's married to her is not the most pressing issue. I think the issue is
know.
that...
The fact that just a corpse is in your
Yeah,
bedroom is
that's- I
probably
would
more
be-
worrying.
Speaking in tongues of unholy alliances.
He turned her into her parents.
She came to you in confidence.
Seal the doors and bar the windows.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Why is this guy still here? What has he
I think
said to get them to let him stick around?
I have no idea. They like offered him a room, but for why? I don't know.
Riches befitting royalty.
Here he
I
goes.
knew
with
it.
his,
He
I
wanted
would
to...
treat her.
I am not married.
What? You're
I was
not? How could
betrothed some
that
years
be?
ago,
You
but
have money.
Tragedy snatched my young bride away.
Yep.
Wait,
okay, so I
is
can,
your
I can
theory...
I can say that was my theory. I can say it now that they've
Okay.
given us really. He 100%
It's
murdered
definite-
Emily.
oh, yeah.
He totally murdered Emily.
Yeah, so she hasn't been dead for that long, I guess, then.
You shall marry Lord Bacchus tomorrow. According to plan.
The portraits in the back are just cracking me up a little bit.
It's just the dad, but with a bunch of different wigs on.
bunch of
It's
different
so
hair.
funny.
You have only to suffer this union until death do us part.
Oh yeah, he's 100% gonna murder her.
He's gonna kill her.
So did he murder Emily? Did Emily have a fortune and that's why he killed her?
I think, yeah, like she had money, and he
Gotcha.
took her money and killed her.
Did he say corpse?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
At least the dad's like, wait a minute.
I know, he's picking up on the real stuff we need to be focusing on here. No.
You just ran him over.
In a children's movie, you just straight up killed someone.
Wait, he's gonna go to the land of the dead, though.
Is he? And then he'll find them, you
And he'll
think?
see Victor.
We're gonna get the duet soon, which is, I know I'm gonna cry because it's so pretty. I'm gonna be completely honest. The look of that piano, the condition, does not match the sound. A piano in that condition is like, that's what those kinds of pianos sound like.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all animated, right?
It's beautiful.
And I used to play this, so I remember even those hand motions. This is so cool.
Oh my gosh. You can't stay mad at him when he's playing the piano for
I
you.
know. Listen,
Oh my gosh, wait, it's so good.
I know he's supposed to end up with Victoria and stuff. Like I get that they're cute, but this is sweet. This is so cute. Mayhew. Oh my gosh.
How nice to see you. I'm so sorry.
He's just blue because he's down here. It's not because he suffocated to death, so he like turned blue.
Miss Victoria, she's getting married this evening.
But that's impossible.
Aw.
Now I feel like I'm caught in the tide, pulled out to sea. The sea leads to many places, dearie.
I think it leads to drowning, actually, but I understand the sentiment that you're trying to get across here.
This poor girl.
Why?
Oh my gosh,
how
look
does
at the
this
way- look
woman's?
at-
I know. She's like
She's
shaped like
walking.
a chair.
Is she actually gonna get married?
Ask you to be mine.
Honey.
I low-key thought maybe we were gonna try and like stop the wedding or...
I mean, what's she gonna do? She says no. I'm like, her family will like murder her if she does that. So,
Oh my gosh, they like are married for real.
not if he dies.
Till death do us part.
But I don't want him to die because then he's stuck down in the underworld with Emily. And does hell exist in this? Is that too dark of a question?
Well, maybe all the skeletons can fight him.
Yeah,
Because they know
can,
what he did.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
can be. They
Lock
can
him
all
up
fight
in
him.
like underworld jail.
Death has already parted you.
If he finds out, he'll leave.
Really? You think that's gonna be the last straw for him? I'm so confused.
Well, I guess maybe since he doesn't have to stay.
I guess. But also like the legally binding rules of this world, the marriage laws in this universe are messed up. They're very strange.
I don't know, man.
I could never ask him.
Yeah, she wouldn't.
She's too good.
No, is he gonna be like, I'll do it? Honey, no, you gotta go save Victoria. She's about to marry a man with a giant chin.
She already married him.
She did.
I guess he's
the
just
vows
like
completed.
All right.
I don't
you
really know how
she-
marriage laws work. Like how soon is it binding?
Gather round.
Okay,
Gather
what is
round,
happening?
everybody.
As the youths would say, he's going to unalive himself.
He's going to unalive himself.
You can't get married looking like that.
I think he looks lovely. I think he looks very dapper. Except for that one bit of hair is like sticking out, I guess.
Oh no, they're sewing everything up for him.
I was gonna say, this is so clever to have all the little spiders. So, wow, what a dapper
He does.
gentleman.
He looks good. Yeah.
Aww.
Everybody's going.
Someone
Everybody's
pick
going
up
to
the
land of the
maggot,
living.
because he's gonna get stepped on. Aw.
Oh, the spider.
Hey. Here he goes.
Serendipity brought us together, and no
Oh, she
force
looks so
on earth
upset.
could tear us apart.
Oh, okay. So this is already happening.
This
There's
is how
not
they're
even,
getting
like-
to the land of the living, like through the fireplace.
yeah, like flu powder.
I literally was about to say that. Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
Not Bone Jangle's eyeball.
Lie in me soup.
There's an eye in me soup.
Fetch me musket. Fetch your own musket. I'm off.
That is valid.
Good for you, sir.
We're going to take whatever money we can and get out of here.
Money? What money?
We forgot
she
to
broke.
tell you.
Perhaps in disappointment we are perfectly matched.
Heck yeah, Victoria.
Keep it down. We're in a church.
That's really funny.
Victor?
The skeleton's just shushing her.
I know.
I will be your wife.
This is wrong. I was a bride. My dreams were taken from me. Well, now
She's taken his.
I've stolen them from
Oh.
Oh, this is really
There's
sad.
not really a fair way for this to resolve.
Now this is some juicy gossip for the town crier.
How touching.
Oh my gosh, shut up and die. I hate you.
She's still my wife.
All right, casting bets. How do we think he's gonna die? Because she recognizes him.
But I left you.
I think the skeletons are all gonna come after him.
Oh my gosh, good catch.
She threw him a fork.
See, Johnny Depp was sword fighting even before his pirate days, I think. Why is nobody else swooping in and
I don't.
helping?
Yeah, it's literally just like a 1v1 right now.
Oh, she'll be fine. She's already
Yeah,
dead. We're
yeah,
okay.
she's cool.
Oh, she's iconic.
Ooh,
But first, a toast to Emily. Always the bridesmaid.
there's poison in that cup, my guy.
I was gonna say he doesn't know.
Let me at him. Let me at him. Don't worry.
Relatable.
We are amongst the living.
So the dead aren't allowed to kill the living?
I guess
Technically,
not.
he's doing it himself. So
But he dead now. Have you ever seen Ella Enchanted?
I have, yes.
This is another one where the villain defeats themselves.
Oh, he's already blue. That was fast working poison. And now they
Just
can.
gonna
Okay.
spend the afterlife just beating him up. I feel like he kind of maybe also had feelings for her.
I think so. Well, we'll talk about our thoughts once the movie, because I feel like this is it. This is the end. Oh no! Wait, no! Wait, no!
No.
Oh,
It's
okay, cool. We're
okay,
back.
good. good.
I think the rule still applies. You were the first person to catch the bouquet, lady. You're getting married to that worm. I don't...
To that worm?
Them's the rules, hun.
Whoa, that's really cool.
So, this is my question.
Okay.
Was Emily not a better match for him? Because, like, low-key, they had more chemistry. Just a little bit.
I think I agree with you.
And, like, I know it's wrong. I get it. And I wouldn't have rewritten it. I wouldn't have it any other way. However, they had so much more chemistry together.
Yeah. I feel like at the end you're not really rooting. Like, obviously you're rooting for Victoria to get away from the horrible man, Lord Barkis.
Barkis, yeah.
I don't know if I'm, like, at the end you're still rooting for Victor and Victoria.
I mean, like, low-key at the end, you're kind of like, damn, they're a little boring now, kind of. Like, the two of them.
They're too perfect.
Yeah, they're just like, of course they're in love with each other. They're two conventionally attractive, mild-mannered people. I want the dead girl. No, I think it ended fine. I wonder, though, I guess people who have seen this movie or, you know, were watching along with us, let us know in the comments whether you felt like, whether you preferred Victoria versus Emily for Victor. Because I just felt like Emily brought out so much more in him. She kind of seemed to convince him to, like, speak for himself, which it seems like he never really got a chance to do. And she was just, like, she was the one who rushed in to jump in front of a sword for him. To be fair, like, she can't die again, but still, it's the thought. It's the thought
She
that
did
counts.
not hesitate.
No, she did not hesitate. And what did Victoria do? Stand there and go,
nothing.
No, I'm sorry. This isn't meant to be the roast of Victoria. Victoria is
No.
super sweet, but I think the problem is we didn't get to see her do much towards the end.
Yeah.
She kind
The
of got
most
her
interesting
moments
thing
in the first half, and then in the second half, it was the spotlight was on Emily 100%.
Yeah. Pretty much.
What did you think of the villain?
He was okay.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like he
kind
didn't.
of how I'm feeling too.
He wasn't really that much of an active antagonist, so much as he provided a good backstory for Emily, and then, like, a nice little twist at the end to be like, oh well, he has to die because then he got married to Victoria. Like,
I think
yeah.
they were kind of probably fighting the constraints of the length because this is such a short movie that he didn't really get any cool villain moments. Like, I don't need him to have any more backstory per se, right? Because it's still a movie for kids. You don't need to overcomplicate it. However, I would have really liked for him to have, like, a great villain moment, and I don't feel like he does. Like, I wouldn't say he's a particularly memorable villain. I think he serves the story very well. Like, I think he serves a purpose and he helps progress the plot, but for the most part, like, as an antagonist, I'm not, like, scared of him or anything, you know?
Yeah. I just kind of am like, ew, you suck, sir, but I'm not, like... And I just kind of think that the way he died at the end was just kind of like, oh, we'll just wrap everything up with a nice little bow. Like,
yeah, that was, like, 5 minutes before the movie ended, too.
I know.
You know, nobody did anything. He did that to himself. But I guess it is a good way to go, because if there's anything his character is throughout the movie, he's, like, very spiteful and vindictive, and it's the fact that what kills him is him having to have the last laugh, right? So he's got to have the last laugh. So he has to go the extra mile and make a toast and rub it in, and then that's what kills him.
Accidentally drink poison.
And I guess that's satisfying. Yeah, I think a lot of the scenes in the underworld, I think, took up most of the movie's runtime, which is fine because those are, like, really visually appealing and, like, the atmosphere is really cool. But I think they kind of replaced a lot of what could have been more plot.
Yeah, I feel like in the middle, not much actually happens.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I liked it atmospherically. Like, I'll watch this again for sure. Yeah, my favorite bit was that piano scene. That's just so cool. It's one of those things where you get chills when she starts playing.
Yeah. I feel like it's an interesting contrast of, like, the first scene where Victor and Victoria meet and he's playing the piano.
alone. Do we
Yeah,
not see
and then-
the symbolism here?
Yeah, and then
She
they
can
play a duet.
his song.
Yeah.
If anything, I think he doesn't have enough personality for her. Like, I think he still needs to come. So maybe this is my justification for him ending up with Victoria. He still needs to grow into himself. He hasn't gotten the chance to. Neither has she. They get the chance to do that together. Right?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Emily had her own will. She had her own desires. She just needed to be able to release those desires, right?
I liked
okay.
the
butterflies.
Yes, like you can see them like coming out of her veil and stuff. That was really cool. I feel like if I was a child, I would be really confused by the ending.
Me too. I mean, I don't think it's a terribly complicated concept, the idea of somebody being at peace. I guess it depends how young the kid is and how much they've experienced media. Because the idea of like a spirit moving on is pretty common in, ghosty movies, right? Because that's always the thing. Is it's like his unfinished business, and then he can move on.
I guess maybe because they didn't really establish any of that in the movie.
Rules.
You just kind of had to assume that's what was happening at the end.
Yeah.
Because they didn't say, oh, then she gets to be free. Because, like, everybody else is still just chilling in the underworld or, like, the afterlife. I thought that was the end.
So do they have unfinished business, or they just don't
know.
care? They're just vibing down there.
They're just vibing. They're like, I can never pass on because I need to be a cook or I need to be a bartender.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it left me feeling a little bit hollow, which is a bit of a bummer. I liked it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm giving it a lot of criticism, which is unfair. I think I watch so many movies that feel really complete. Maybe it's good to have a movie like this that doesn't really end in a way that feels, I don't know, it doesn't feel fully happy. Do you know what I mean? Because it could be very easy for them to yada yada an ending where it's like, and then she found her true purpose in the underworld. She became a chef. I don't know, something. Like she goes and finds her call. But I think this is a better ending. It's just
it's
a little
sad.
sadder for me. Yeah, it's sad.
This is a really sad movie, actually.
I don't know. I think that was always why I avoided Tim Burton stuff as a kid too. Was like, yeah, it scared me. But I watched horror movies from a really young age. What bothered me more about Tim Burton movies, and not just Tim Burton movies, like even the ones he didn't really do, like Nightmare Before Christmas or Coraline, was I think the atmosphere was so bleak that even when there was a happy ending and things got tied up, I wasn't satisfied. It didn't feel happy enough. So I was kind of like, we still live in this really bland gray world with like nasty people. And I think as a kid, I needed more positivity in my movies.
Oh, yeah, I think that's fair.
So yeah, do you have any other thoughts on the movie before we wrap up?
I don't think so. I think you summed it up pretty well. I think it's very bold of them to make this particular movie that's so somber and so sad the entire time. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I liked it. I don't think the ending was quite as satisfying as it could be. I think if they had established a little, just even like a little hint of like, oh, you can like eventually pass on or find peace or anything, maybe I wouldn't feel so unsatisfied with she's randomly turning into butterflies. But I still thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, and I think if they do over-explain, they run the risk of, it becoming too exposition-y. But I think it was fine either way. I think leaving it unspoken is interesting, and it might be an interesting film for kids to watch. I don't know that I would show this to anybody younger than 10. I think I would say 10 or older for this one. But it might be good for just getting used to, this is going to sound so awful, getting used to the idea of death. For kids.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of kids' movies where characters die. And I think this does it in a way that's not so scary. I know kids that grew up with Tim Burton movies are very partial to, creepy aesthetics and stuff like that. And obviously these were not movies that I saw as a kid. These were only movies I saw when I got a little bit older, but I don't know. They definitely made me appreciate that not everything that we assume is scary or is sad has to be that way, that there's always a different perspective to look at things that we view as being negative, you know?
Yeah,
and I think
that's true.
That seems like it's his big thing. He always tries to show that, you know, the scariest looking character could be like the sweetest person, which I think is a nice thing for kids
That
to
is
hear.
true.
So
Emily's my favorite, and the first scene she was in, I was like, she's scary.
She's
just
scary,
like with her
but
wide eyes, like just coming at Victor.
gosh, maybe that should be my Halloween costume this year. Not like, you know, I know everybody does it. That would be fun though. I love doing face paint.
That would be really fun.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think we might be doing some kind of Halloween something or other on the channel. So if you guys are here and you want to stick around for that. But I think with all those thoughts out of the way, overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I'm definitely going to watch it again, but it definitely doesn't live up to like, you know, Nightmare Before Christmas or Coraline or even movies like Frankenweenie, which I really like. I don't feel like this is. Oh, I love Frankenweenie. Maybe you should react to that one. That's a good one. I don't feel that this quite lives up to those, in my opinion. But I did really like it. Overall thoughts?
I'm kind of with you. Coraline and Nightmare Before Christmas are like really top tier movies for me personally. So I would agree that it doesn't quite live up to those, but I did still really like it.
Alrighty. So, with all that out of the way, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this entire movie and watch along with us, that'll be up on Patreon, along with next week's reaction, which is whatever movie. So if you want to head over there and support us, we would really, really appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction. If you're brand new here and this is the first reaction you're seeing of us, welcome. We are so glad to have you, and welcome. Y'all, we hope you stick around. We hope you enjoyed this enough to stay. And yeah, I think that's about it. So enjoy the rest of your week and the rest of your day, and peace out.